I would like to invite a reviewer of the book. His name is Major Del H. Khan. He's an author and a political social influencer in Bangladesh. He's well organized and very well known among our youth community. So please give him a huge round of applause.
So very interestingly, I am the first reader of the book than anyone else. And so, in respect of my commander and mentor, I am going to be delivering my speech from the script so that I don't make any mistakes. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. I am honored to stand before you today at the launch of this significant and timely book, Regional Security and CHT Peace Accord 1997, an unfinished peace-building model of Bangladesh. My heartfelt thanks go to Brigadier General Muhammad Nasimul Gani for inviting me to this event and for authoring such a thought-provoking piece of work. Before delving into the themes of this remarkable book, allow me to share a personal reflection from my military career that resonates deeply with its central idea. In January 2001, I began my journey as a young lieutenant and counterinsurgency camp commander in rugged terrain of the Kalapahar range, Khagrachari. Stationed in a remote camp during Operation Uttaran, we were tasked with reducing the number of military camps as part of implementing the 1997 Peace Accord. It was a time of both challenges and introspection. Logistics reached us only once a week from the base camp, carrying letters from home and old newspapers. Amidst the vast solitude and breathtaking natural beauty, I found myself grappling with fundamental questions. Why was there still unrest despite the peace accord? As a fresh graduate from the military academy, terms like low-intensity conflict and counterinsurgency operations felt like hieroglyphics to me and to my curious mind. So, I rather immersed myself in understanding the standard operating procedures and the rules of engagements. It was during those quiet moments that I penned my first journal article on the use of global positioning system during counterinsurgency operations in Chittagong Hill Tracts, which was, of course, later published in the Army Journal. Fast forward to 2015, I returned to Chittagong Hill Tracts as the principal staff officer of a brigade. Meanwhile, as a UN peacekeeper, I had witnessed the failure of a comprehensive peace accord in Sudan, which was actually agreed during your tenure, sir, which ultimately led to the secession of Sudan and the birth of South Sudan through a referendum. Upon my return to Chittagong Hill Tracts, much had changed. Communities once referred to as tribals were now seeking recognition as indigenous. While tourism had flourished in areas like Sajek and Nilgiri, land disputes had become more complex. Various vested interest groups, disguised as investors and NGOs, had entered the region. Cross-border exchange of insurgency tactics had increased, and overall crime pattern had evolved. However, some challenges remained stubbornly persistent. Separatist propaganda for the so-called Jummu land had escalated on social media, rife with misinformation and disinformation. And yet, the same question echoed in my mind. Why does unrest persist despite the peace accord? This very question lies at the heart of Brigadier General Nasimul Gani's this seminal work. His book sheds light on the promises made by the peace accord the progress achieved, and most importantly, the unfinished journey towards lasting peace. Brigadier General Gani's meticulous research and first-hand experience make this book a compelling read. He combines a scholar's rigor with the insight of a seasoned practitioner, making his analysis not only credible but also deeply engaging. His work is befitting and essential because it reminds us of the stark reality. Peace building is an ongoing process, and agreements alone cannot resolve deeply entrenched conflicts. This book is a treasure trove for anyone interested in regional security, peace building, and conflict resolution. Among its many thought-provoking chapters, I will mention about 2 chapters only. The chapter on partial implementation of 1997 Peace Accord provides a detailed account of the 72 commitments made and how only 25 have been fully realized. This analysis offers readers a deep dive into the challenges of fulfilling such agreements, making it a must-read for policymakers and peace builders alike. And I also was thinking that after a certain period of time, is it necessary to review the clauses of the agreement drafted decades ago? Another captivating chapter discussed the role of social media in fueling separatist propaganda. Brigadier General Gani masterfully unpacks how misinformation campaigns are weaponized to destabilize the region and what can be done to counter them. These are just glimpses of what this book has to offer. Its insights will not only inform readers but also provoke meaningful discussions about the path forward. From my personal experience, I know that true peace is not just about silencing the guns. It requires addressing the root causes of the conflict, empowering local communities, and bridging the gap between policy and reality. Brigadier General Gani's book underscores these principles, offering valuable lessons for Bangladesh and beyond. As we reflect on the Chittagong Hill Tracts, let us recognize that while much has been achieved, there is still a long way to go. This book is not merely a critique, but a call to action. A reminder that the promises made in 1997 must be honored to build a peaceful and prosperous future for the region. To conclude, I once again thank Brigadier General Nasimul Gani for his individual contribution. I encourage all of you to delve into this book and engage with its profound insights. May this work inspire renewed efforts to complete the unfinished journey of peace building in the Chittagong Hill Tracts. Thank you very much.